Oh my god. Um,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna do that thing, but I'm also gonna do something else while I'm up in my house. I'd like to. Alright. There we go.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So, yeah, while we're all up in this house, I'm gonna cast Death Ward on myself. And then I'm gonna go release the hounds.
Release the hounds.
And I guess Calric and Jordan are still having conversation.
Hey, Layla, I prepped the hot tub.
Oh! Excuse me, I needed a rest.
I need it elsewhere.
I also will come to the hot tub. Because, how often do we get a hot tub?
Hot tub time. Hot tub time machine.
How come you're doing the hot tub while we're releasing?
I mean, we could do this during the 8-hour rest, Sydney. We have 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
I think the hot tub is just in the room with the dragon.
No, it's in the.
No,
the thing.
in the next.
Oh, okay.
It's in the
Sanctuary.
entry chamber in the hall outside.
Yeah.
So, you prepped the hot tub, huh? What'd you prep it with?
I grabbed like 3 different of the weird potion bottles that smelled okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good. What smells? What'd you get?
Well, one of them smells like honeydew right after they. Like, Kelric goes into like a full explanation using flowers that he's smelt in the past.
Meanwhile, Layla's just taking off her clothes. Continue.
And I'm sorry, I think I might have gotten some hair. That thing doesn't clog, does it?
Oh no, it's magic. It's cool.
Cool.
Probably. Jordan, what were you doing? You prepped a hot tub.
Huh? Oh, I was just helping out. We're having a good conversation, and
What kind of
just wanted to
conversations?
get my feet wet.
Oh.
Oh, just seeing how Kelric was now that he's back amongst the mentally prepared.
What?
Because he
Yeah,
got his
like-
brain back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his memory.
Oh, so he remembers me now. Cool.
Yeah.
That's
Wasn't
good.
it great when you figured that out, Layla? Looked deep into his eyes and just knew what he was thinking.
I can read people pretty well, if that's what you're getting at, Jordan.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting at. Like, reading this dragon and what he's intending to do once he's released.
I'm sure it's fine.
I
Yeah.
don't know it's going to be fine, actually.
Well,
I don't know. I feel like us waking up this dragon might put a wrench in Asmodeus's plans.
He's the one that woke up the dragon in the first place.
No, I mean releasing him.
Let me finish. And if he can wake up the dragon, and the dragon is not willing to deal with him in any way, shape, or form, I'm pretty sure if Asmodeus wanted to free the dragon, he could have.
Well,
but why
yeah,
would he?
like that's kind of my point. Is like I think he doesn't want to free the dragon.
But we
I think
shouldn't.
he's using it to get to us for some reason.
Yes, but think of it this way: if Asmodeus takes, says, "Okay, we're going to open up this dam," and then the village gets a little flooded, but then we're like, you know what? We're going to break the dam and destroy it from ever being used. Water is just going to
That's not.
everywhere.
That's not a. That's not a.
Accurate analogy.
Yeah, that. Brain. You knew what I was.
All I'm trying to say is that we can't we should shut off the valve instead of breaking.
That's
the
not how
wheel.
dams work.
That's
That's not how
Okay.
dams work.
Speaking literally, I don't think we should break the mithril. It's serving a good purpose, and like Kelwork mentioned, if the rage
I mean-
subsides, the dragons will take over.
Okay. Everybody calm down.
I feel like the times we live in are different. There are
Um,
enough dragons that have learned to live with humans that won't happen.
Vajra said to destroy it. So we're gonna
What?
destroy it.
No, Roger said to turn it off.
No, she told me to release him.
Release him.
Insight
Do it.
check.
I
Let
mean,
him
you
out.
can, but it's
Let him
true.
out.
Vajra said, okay, release him.
Release him.
Was in on it.
Release the dragon.
Release the dragon. The only thing Vajra cares about is Waterdeep and probably. I mean, I don't really know her that well, but like that's her first duty is Waterdeep. So
But there's got to be other options other than, destroying a very delicate balance.
Well, Jordan, they do have like the dragon ward over Waterdeep. Like, I'm sure if you wanted to protect humanity, you could probably find some way to just keep dragons from destroying and pillaging entire cities and stuff, and it'd be fine.
Yeah, so we're going to doom the entire world because we want to go the
I
fast
feel
route.
like the world is more doomed with the dragon rage, though. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's not though, because the Dragon Rage is on a scheduled plan, so people know when it's coming and can act accordingly.
I think most people don't know though.
Oh, okay, look, I think we should just take a step back.
When it's
just take-
functioning correctly, Kelric is correct. It is on a scheduled plan, so it can be planned for.
I mean, it's been happening, and it's been happening for thousands of years, probably. Like, if people probably figured it out, and it might be common knowledge now. Like, it's not like this is a thing that's happened within the last 5 years.
It's fair. Yeah, it's fairly common knowledge that when the King Killer Star comes, like people don't necessarily know about the dragon mythol and all that, but they know that they probably associate it with the King Killer Star. Like when it comes through, the dragons go crazy. For like a week.
And it's still it's only a week every X number of years. Like it's not
like every
it's not
400
a huge
years or something. Yeah.
thing of time. But if we do this, the effect will be permanent, and there is nothing stopping from dragons doing what dragons do, murdering people and taking their shit. Because
he literally said he would do that.
yeah.
But Vajra said to do it.
But I think we should weigh all our options. If
think
Vajra
Vajra
said to.
I think she just wants the dragon rage to end. I don't think that necessarily the method of stopping the dragon rage is just that. As long as the dragon rage unscheduled stops, I think she'll be okay. And worst comes to worst, if I'm wrong, then we can come back. It will be here, as it has been here for thousands of years.
What are we? I'm sorry, I had to step away for a minute. What are you proposing then, Kelric? If we're not gonna let him free,
Finding a way to get him back to sleep.
We have an idea, or I could try to put him back to sleep myself. But the other option would be to see what's at Hope's End and figure out how the mithril was made.
Nope.
No,
I think that's a worse option than just letting him go.
I vote we let the dragon go.
Asmodeus.
If worse comes to worse, we go and kill the dragon and we find a new battery. Whatever.
No.
Oh my god.
We go and kill the dragon. No, I don't want to go through the trouble of trying to.
Dragon is easier than Asmodeus.
Layla,
I
love your faith in us, but we could hardly handle a dragon when it was raging.
That was a red. This is a blue.
This one also has all of his magical shit in the back pocket, has been around for way the fuck longer. Wow.
Yeah, but he's just been sleeping the whole time.
Kelric,
He seems nice.
what's wrong with you?
He talked to us instead of destroying us.
It's about maintaining balance. We have reached a balance. If we do this, it will throw that balance out of whack. And
Cool. Let's do it.
No,
Listen, Kelric, things change. Nature isn't always the same. as you think it was. Like, it's not like species and things hang around forever, like unattended.
Well,
Yeah.
all I'm saying is that what you're proposing is the equivalent of jumping off of a cliff when you can't fly. Once you're off of it, you can't just back the fuck up.
Yeah.
I mean, we could always just bring it back.
No, we can't.
He won't even
He
come
made
willingly.
4 of us sit just by staring at us.
Well, I mean, you know, you guys aren't me.
That's true. We didn't have, and you weren't even in the room, Kelric. You don't have anything to complain about.
Yeah.
But I do.
Really,
I
that's
was
the right
there.
going?
Plus,
there
you know, he made, I guess, you know, Chris was crazy, and then he uncrazied Chris. Maybe he can uncrazy the other ones. Or maybe he'll eat the other ones.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we let him
Yeah.
go, I think
mean,
the
that's
other
cool
ones
too.
will just uncrazy
You're go-
themselves.
You're going off of a lot of maybes, Layla. And, you know, maybe he'll fly away and never return. But maybe he will burn everything that he sees and take it all and call it he's reclaiming his hoard.
Okay.
Well, cool.
I
Or,
he
you
might
know,
do that.
Asmodeus kills you. One of the two. And then I have to
Mhm.
resurrect your ass, maybe.
But we don't even. I would be able to see my father again. That'd be fine.
Alright, come here!
That's the
Come here, Jordan! Come into the hot tub!
No.
I dunk Jordan
to
into the hot
sacrifice
tub
Jordan.
underwater.
Oh.
On my crotch.
Wait, I have a question now. So if we let this big powerful dragon go, and then we sacrifice Jordan to the mythal, would it affect demons instead?
Huh.
That's a good question.
You would need no offense to Jordan, you would probably need a more powerful demon.
Can we get Jordan's daddy?
Ooh, we could get Asmodeus and trick him into it, right?
I don't think so. I don't think we
We can
can trick Asmodeus into doing
It would
anything.
put his ass on the mortal plane, right? Isn't that what he wants? Probably. He seems like he'd be a pretty juicy battery.
Yes.
You do know that
Oh.
there are more demons than there are dragons, and also, again, that would only make the comet thingy work for demons, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's kind of
Maybe.
what we want, though, right? Is to
Would that also
make
apply
all
to
the demons
tieflings?
go crazy so we can kill them. All
Would
the
that
devils.
also apply to tieflings?
I don't know. Maybe.
Probably in the same way that it applies to Chris. The further away from the Rithra I am, the less effect it has.
That just
Yeah,
I don't know.
we're just only like
kind of
half
chaos
the
and
demons.
destruction. I'm trying to. Can we not do chaos and destruction? I know it's a reach for us.
Nah.
What the fuck no?
Nah.
That.
It is so much fun,
Rick, look
Jam.
who you're talking to.
I know.
Look at us.
Hey, where's
Oh.
that genie guy? Let me talk to that genie guy.
Like,
Should I talk to
Like,
We
him?
need more grid.
have you forgotten about what happened with the genie, Kelric? We just let him go.
Yeah.
Just point blank. Just like, yeah, sure, get out of here. Sir.
Yeah, dude.
I don't see how that's any less destructive than just letting this dragon go.
He wasn't tied to a world balancing.
Yeah,
He
but
was
also
tied to a
he's
lamp.
genie with unknown motives, and now he's just
Okay,
free
alright.
Out
in the
there.
world.
Chris, that's one genie. This is every dragon.
Well, it's not like the dragons are usually like shackled by the dragon rage.
You're
No.
not helping.
Listen,
Chris, I think you have like what do you call a conflict of interest here.
I don't have a conflict of interest. I thought we all came down here to end the dragon rage.
Oh, well,
Mhm.
yeah. Alright, well, you know, Vajra told me to end the dragon rage, so I'm gonna go end it.
Do it.
We try a way
No.
that's
Do it.
not
Do it.
permanent
Do it. Do it.
first,
Do
and
it,
then
do it,
go the
do it,
permanent
do it.
route if that doesn't work.
Yes, all we're asking is for time to weigh our options. That's it. We don't have to do it now. We could do it within like 24
Well,
hours.
are you saying
No,
that
we don't
you're
have that
going
time
to
anymore.
put him then?
Alright,
the
guys.
meantime-
Put him back to sleep.
Yeah, I would try.
If
I would
that
try to
fails-
put.
You guys
Then we
figure
can
it out.
put him- Nonsense.
And in 24
doesn't-
hours, I'll be here.
Yeah, if you guys can put
At
him to
Hope's
sleep.
End, ready to unleash a dragon.
I don't.
Ominous much? Yes, I think so.
It's
Yeah.
a town, right? If you put a dragon in it, it's just okay.
Am I more
What?
serious now that I'm naked? Like, does this help my position any?
Yeah, I think the water is making you hotter and angrier. All
I
at the
feel
same
like
time.
Kelric is like locked onto your face, and he goes, "It is very distracting." Yes.
Does it make you want to listen to me more?
Look,
Okay, Rick.
Let's see how Company's feeling it. Okay,
Okay,
look.
Rick.
Layla's just doing this.
Layla,
You want to have sex with me?
Layla, I love you,
What?
but
Oh, there's always a but.
Aw,
There's
Layla likes butts though.
I don't want to be the cause of things that end the world.
Listen.
And you know what? And Chris, as usual, I'm sorry, but you're being very short-sighted.
It's
Which
not
is
going
weird.
to end the world immediately. Like
Again,
it took,
short-sighted.
it took like thousands and thousands of years of the Dragon Rage or whatever to get to this point. It'll probably take thousands and thousands more years of no Dragon Rage for the world to be taken over by dragons again, and you'll be dead by then.
So it won't matter.
Well, it won't
So-
matter.
That's not the right way to look at life. You know, you can't think about. You can't just be destroying everything and say, "Woe is the constant."
Global warming
This is-
isn't my
know.
problem right now.
I will commune with my god. Lady soon.
You're gonna do the makeup burning thing and
Yes, please.
vanish. So Layla sits down cross-legged, gets a bowl out, and grinds some makeup in it, and breathes in the smoke as it burns away.
In like a sauna. She's in like a sauna now.
Okay. And you find yourself, Layla, in the familiar white expanse of almost like a salt flat with the drifting figure of Soon coming down from the sky in front of you.
Hi.
Oh, hello, Layla.
Um.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
You're naked.
Yes, ma'am. I am.
Man, it looks good on you.
Thank you.
But, yes. Anyway,
I'm sure this
questions.
is a little awkward for you.
Not particularly. I'm a god. I've seen you naked before. You've just never cast a spell to talk to me while naked before.
Oh. I felt more powerful this way.
She nods. Oh, good. I should be naked. And then she's suddenly naked.
And I cannot see her because it's too
It's
beautiful.
like the glowing radiance of the nude goddess is too much for your eyes.
Oh my god, you're so beautiful. Okay.
Oh my god, I love it.
So, we have
Yes,
this
yes,
dragon
I do believe this is
rage.
more powerful. I am
Yeah.
aware.
The way to do it is to either put him to sleep or to release him, and since we cannot put a dragon to sleep,
You could put dragons to sleep.
well, that's really difficult, isn't it?
Well, with just like a sleep spell, yes, it would be very difficult to put them to sleep. You would
Mm.
need more powerful magic. So, one question.
What are other ways we could put it to sleep?
Ritual magic. It would take days worth of work, several days worth of work, and a lot of very powerful spellcasters. Perhaps longer if the dragon is particularly powerful.
What's your opinion on releasing a blue dragon? Dracolich thing.
She says, a blue, well, from what I've seen of blues, they're mostly harmless.
Harmless.
They build their hordes and live in mountains. They don't actively seek to dominate and take over the world, burn cities. Kind of just are blue dragons.
Okay.
They're not as bad as the reds.
Yeah, I've had some run-ins with some reds. Uh, he was crazy though, so easily defeated, of course.
She says, I'm not going to say they are kindly creatures, but their scales are quite nice.
The red ones? Oh, sorry.
The blue ones.
The blue ones. Their scales are quite nice.
That's 3 questions. I think that's all you get, right?
Yeah.
So that is your 3 questions.
Well, lovely to see you again.
It was a pleasure as always, dear, and go with my blessing.
Thank you. All right.
And she leans down really close and like boops you on the nose and goes, "Don't worry about it, dear. You'll make the right decision. That's why I picked you." And then
Aw.
Oh,
the Layla's eyes roll back into her head and or come back forward, and she shakes her head.
all right. I have talked to soon.
What did they say?
Release the dragon.
Yes! Let's do it!
Insight check.
Sure.
I'm Buster and I endorse this message.
Yeah. Soon said release the dragon. Vajra said release the dragon. The dragon said release the dragon.
I seem to
Well,
like this
Your
dragon.
trusted friend is saying release the dragon.
All right. I'm gonna go in and talk to the dragon. Not naked. I'm gonna get dressed.
I grab Layla. I don't want her to go first. No, Layla. No. Hold on.
I'll go in.
You said you
we-
wait
we-
for 24 hours.
Yes.
That's 24 hours of dragons on the surface destroying things. Just so you guys
Yes.
know.
But that's,
That's what you want, right? You want everyone to die.
I mean, we don't even need 24 hours. We basically need, like, maybe, you know, the finishing of this long rest and maybe an hour besides.
I don't understand that math. Buster can teleport you back to the severed head, but then you have to walk to get back down here.
Jordan. Thingy. And
Okay. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to, and let me know if this is like game-breaking shenanigans, Chase. I want to use my wish spell and try to put the dragon to sleep for as long as possible.
Sure. That would be so the way wish works.
Put the wish
Um,
somewhere. Maybe not.
Well, as long as possible.
you
Couldn't
were
that
so
just be like it's
Sing-
you're not using one of its like listed abilities, right? So it has like a negative side effect. Go with the examples above. State your wish as precisely as possible to the DM. The DM has great latitude in ruling what occurs in such an instance. The greater the wish, the greater the likelihood something goes wrong. The spell might simply fail. The effect you desire might only be partly achieved, or you might suffer some unforeseen consequences as a result of how you worded your wish. For example, if you're wishing that the villain were dead, it might propel you forward in time to a period when the villain is no longer alive, effectively removing you from the game.
Oh my god.
Similarly, wishing for a legendary magic item or artifact might instantly transport you to its presence of the item's current owner. So that is one thing to consider is I can fuck with you.
because heavens knows you don't already do that.
Well, but this is a spell that says I can. The second
You
thing to
got
consider
permission.
is the last paragraph. The stress of casting the spell to produce the effect other than duplicate another spell weakens you. After enduring that stress, each time you cast the spell, until you finish a long rest, you take 1d10 necrotic damage per level of that spell. This damage can't be reduced or prevented in any way. In addition, your strength score drops to 3 if it isn't 3 or lower already for 2d4 days. For each of those days you spend resting and doing nothing more than light activity, your remaining recovery. So I will tell you this, it is possible. It's also possible for something to go horribly wrong depending on how you word the wish spell. It is also possible that it will definitely almost kill Jordan.
Yeah, no, don't die, please.
I mean,
It won't
that's a small price
kill
to
you,
pay,
but it will
right?
like Jordan will be out of commission for weeks.
No.
I mean, we need to buy time, and this is the only way I know how. Well, that's not
Well-
true, but it's the one way I know how that won't fuck up everything.
I
So,
tell
Do you
what,
know? Do you really know?
Go.
Do
Wait,
you know?
wait. So is your plan to put the dragon to sleep and then go talk to Asmodeus?
just to find
No.
what
What the
options we have.
No.
Don't do
Layla
that.
drowns Jordan.
Oh,
I
I
roll
already got my
Jordan,
athletics.
let's just kill Jordan.
Layla, no.
Ahem.
We're fighting. The girls are fighting.
There's a reason why there's water
Also,
here.
you guys got to stop rolling shit on each other. Like,
I know.
it's not.
We're
Skills
killing
are for
each
use
other.
against the bad guys, not against the party. Stop rolling insight and deception, and you can't roll persuasion on each other. You can't-
I jump on
That wasn't
Jordan.
what you expected.
Jordan
Oh.
just looks at me.
Join, just so you know, you can use acrobatics to avoid being grappled. You can't use it to grapple someone, but to get out of the way, you can.
Come here.
I pass it just.
Did you oil yourself up? What are you doing, Jordan? Those are my oils.
Buster gets frustrated and pulls out a thing of chalk and starts drawing a circle on the floor.
Done. I want to see how everyone's doing. And if the world's gonna end, I want to at least see my son first. See you guys.
No, don't leave Buster.
No.
We're going to need that
Hey.
teleporter.
I'm out of here. I'm done with this. I'm probably gonna die anyway. At least I'll be with my son.
Buster, don't split the party, please.
Fuck you. Complete the circle.
Oh.
Oh, Buster.
If you teleport away, the wish spell is for nothing. We won't be able to
Is
have,
it?
won't have enough time. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, do you only want to put the dragon to sleep for 2 weeks, or do you want to put it to sleep indefinitely?
Back on its
Just
schedule. Just to put it back on its schedule. That's it.
Till the dragon rage is over.
Because if you
The
use
dragon rage is
wish,
caused
you don't
by
need to
the
go
Yoda.
talk
Or,
to
like,
Asmodeus.
if you just wish for the Haley Bob comet or whatever to not exist, then there wouldn't be any dragon rages.
Yeah, but
Which
they
is
don't want
effectively
that. They
destroying the
want. They
mythical.
still want dragon genocide. They just
It's
don't want.
Dragon.
Just want to ameliorate the name. Oh, fuck it. I'm done.
not dragon genocide. It's just balance and order.
Hmm.
That's
Mhm.
Chris, try to understand. We are just trying to set the wheel back on its course. We're not trying to take the wheel out.
And where
Well, have you
Here,
thought
you
that
want
maybe the
actual
wheel
genocide?
is broken?
I'm
Wait,
wheeling
honestly,
mad
why
right
would Chris
now.
care? We've killed so many people.
What?
Look, like
What
a
do you mean?
literal
Kill more
devil
people.
came and fucked with our shit, and we're trying to like take the wheel out. That's not the.
You
that
know,
shouldn't be right.
if we take the wheel out, then he has nothing to turn against us.
Yeah. So release him.
Don't you think the devil would literally like to see everybody being raged and taken over by and killed by dragons so that he can build his army or whatever it is that he's doing?
No, I think he wants to distract us and think that we're helpless, and then we go to him for help so that he has our eternal souls.
Yeah, I think he wants us to go to him
Mm-hmm.
so we can make
Yeah,
some
he-
sort of deal, some sort of Faustian bargain.
So that
Yeah,
he'll put
so
him
we can-
back to sleep, and that's
So we can
just
hear the
drab.
deal, we can ignore it, and then we can do our own thing. That
No,
way we don't.
just don't
but like-
listen to the deal in the first place. Don't talk to Asmodeus.
Yeah, why have you not learned
Do whatever
this?
you're going to do here, and let's be done with it. You
Go
can
in
put him to
there.
sleep.
we don't even know that Asmodeus is there. I mean, sure he hinted at it,
Mm,
but
Jordan,
you know, Valkyrie
mm,
don't be
that-
foolish.
I'm not being foolish. What's foolish is, not weighing our options, saying this is the only way when
We
there
have-
clearly
I-
is a door right here.
What-
Right?
If
Look,
What
like,
do you think Asmodeus is going to tell us to do that's not either releasing this dragon, killing this dragon, or putting this dragon back to sleep.
I'm sorry. I missed that
Okay.
part.
Asmodeus was the one who woke him up, so why would he care if we put him back to sleep?
Why did he talk to
Why,
you?
why did you love putting it back to sleep in with everything else?
No, he was trying to keep us from coming into this room to change whatever
He has already
whatever
changed.
is going on. Yeah.
And he came and
I think
talked
he
to
just
you to
doesn't want
try
us
to gain your
tampering
favor.
with it.
After stealing your memories. And then, oh, hey, guess what? I'm just gonna give these back now.
Well, all I'm asking is, like, we could just try this, and again, if we decide to back up and free him after all, then we have that option.
You
But
know we're
once
not
he's
coming
out-
back down here again.
No, it's a long trip.
Again,
If we
I
put
It
this
want
really-
guy to sleep, we're not coming back.
Like, look at this hair.
Guys, make a teleport hole.
Okay, again,
But
we
also,
don't have to leave. We don't actually have to go to the cavern, because if we
Are
put
we
him to
just
sleep, we
gonna-
won't exactly need to go and ask, how do we stop the thing? Because effectively, we rendered it inert, or whatever.
yeah,
like-
so are we gonna live down here then? You said we
If
don't
we-
have to leave.
We
I'm just
don't!
curious.
But you're making it sound like we do this thing and then we immediately have to go back to town and then decide to come back down.
Well,
We can
that's
think of
what it sounded like Jordan was saying. It sounded like Jordan wanted to put the dragon to sleep and then go talk to Asmodeus, and I think that's a terrible idea.
Mhm.
No, if we put the dragon to sleep, we don't even have to talk to Asmodeus.
Okay.
Like,
Alright,
That's
Jordan, go
fine,
get
then.
yourself killed by
You can
trying to
put
cast your
him
spell.
back to sleep, I guess, and I'll just live with the knowledge that we doomed this dragon back to this eternal cycle of waking in darkness and living in darkness
And never speaking to anyone because no one visits him in
Yeah.
sadness.
if it makes you feel better, I'll fucking visit him.
But
Well,
you only visit him like once before you're dead, and that's like right now.
Okay. Well,
You'll probably
Let me
die
write it-
before the next time the comet comes by.
let me write out this wish in a very carefully worded way so that I can get fucked over very, very little.
I will tell you, I want nothing to do with this plan. I will be sitting in my hot tub, waiting for Jordan to die.
I'm gonna go sit cross-legged in the corner over here so that when Jordan falls over weak and dead from this wish, I can drag her back to the surface.
I'll go with Jordan so that if she needs healing, I can do that. I will also.
It's not. I don't. Well, Jordan's just going to be like a weak baby. Like
Or
she's
dead.
gonna get like partially
It's
consumed
only if
by
the spell
this wish, I
backfires
think.
horribly.
Or dead.
Well,
And you know how hard it is to lose a friend? I'll just
I
be
have
in
an
here.
idea.
Which is why I'm ready to support her if it goes wrong instead of pouting in a hot tub.
I'll just be in here. Pouting with my resurrection magic. Like you do. I really wanted to free a poor, sad, and crippled soul who can't even stretch his wings. And do you know how hard it is and bad it feels to just be in one position for eternity?
yeah, it kind of sucks.
Right? Just
And that's
poor
just been his life for like
ever.
a long time.
Yeah, I never get bored of stories.
How would you like it, Jordan, if someone captured you
In a
and
tiny
put
cell.
you in a dark room and they're like, you can only wake up every 1,000 years or whatever.
For like
And then
a week, and then you have to go back to sleep because
Yeah.
you're bored.
and you don't have anyone to talk to,
Or
you don't have any
anything to
friends.
eat.
Stop trying to convince
Slowly
me. I've
turn
already made
into a
this spell.
skeleton.
And no shiny stuff around you whatsoever other than the chains that hold you down.
Oh, maybe I should
And also
wish
they
for a
use it
giant
to subjugate your
bouncy ball
entire
for him in
race.
this room. Should I wish for another dragon that he can play with?
Yeah, while you're at it, why not?
Yeah, might as well give him some company.
You should wish another undead dragon though, so the dragon rage won't affect it.
Yeah. Make
So
another
then he'll
one,
have someone to talk to.
like maybe a lady dragon, so that he's not alone.
Or a boy
He might be
dragon.
gay, you
Or a
know.
boy.
Whatever he's into.
Ask him his preference. This is better.
He's gonna
This
get
is
so
what
fed
Mr.
up he's gonna
Karun
kill
This
us.
is my stipulation for you, Jordan.
Would
can
you
put
like
the
some
dragon to
company?
sleep on its regular schedule if you give him a playmate.
Someone to talk to and to cuddle and have little baby dragons with.
Little
I'm worried
undead
that the
baby
more
dragon.
complicated that Jordan makes this wish, the harder it will be to do.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Wow.
I have a feeling we're already gonna lose friends here today, so I might as well prepare myself. Alright, run along. Chris, will you hand me that lavender over there?
Oh yeah, sure.
I walk up
There you
to
go.
Karun, staring
He
him
looks-
deep into his blue eyes.
He looks at you and says, "So, have you made a decision then?"
I'm afraid so, and not sure how well this will work, but I would like, and I pull out my luck blade, to wish Karun the dragon back to sleep on its original sleeping schedule, so that when the King's Comet wakes the dragon, Karun the dragon, that would trigger the myth roll.
You guys help me with this decision. So the text says, the sword has 1d4 -1 charges, which we rolled. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge to cast the wish spell from it. So can we all agree that Jordan is casting wish right now?
Fuck!
I guess.
Right? Cool. That means
If
he
I'm
can
looking at
counterspell you.
Jordan.
Oh no. Oh
Now,
no.
it's a 9th level spell, wish, I think. It's either 9th or 8th level.
It's 9th, I think.
It's a 9th level spell, which means
He actually has to roll.
casting, if the creature is casting, if the spell fails, it has no effect. If casting the spell at 4th level or higher, make an ability check. The DC is equal to 10 plus the spell's level. On a success, the spell fails and has no effect. So he needs to make an intelligence check.
Good at those. Oh, hey, on the
So.
upside, if he counterspells, there won't be any backlash.
He gets a +5. So he needs a 19 or a higher to stop this spell from working. He doesn't have advantage for any reason. No. Okay. Fuck.
Oh, man.
He looks
Wow.
at you, and as you see recognition as you begin to incant the spell from the blade as you're holding it up. The little fuzzy dice, the 3 little fuzzy dice dangling, or they're like cell phone charms. There's 3 little dice that hang from the pommel of the sword. One of them crackles and turns black and withers. You see the recognition go over his face. He begins to incant the counter spell, but before he can finish it, before he can stop you, the spell goes off, and you see him snarl and lunge toward Jordan in desperation, and then he falls back asleep. Jordan, your strength score is now a 3
Awesome.
for a while, for 2d4 days or something.
I'm not sure how to modify that.
In addition, your strength score, and anytime you cast a spell, you will take a d10 of necrotic damage, and your strength score is now a 3.
Oof.
-4.
I also need you to. Finally, there's a 33% chance that you are unable to cast Wish ever again if you suffer this stress. I also need you to roll a D100.
All right.
And then I will finish describing what happens. 43. Okay, you can still cast the Wisp spell from the Luck Blade, though one of the dice is gone. And you see the dragon begin to lunge forward, and then its body droops back slowly over the dragon mythal, and as this wave of sparkling energy glitters off of Joyden, she falls to one knee, visibly like it looks like somebody sucked all the moisture out of her body. Like her face becomes gaunt, her muscles become withered and atrophied. Her skin is hanging a bit more loose. It definitely had some adverse effects on you, but the dragon is asleep.
Pick Jordan up.
We do it.
I thought you were pouting in the hot tub, Chris.
No, I wanted to be in here while Jordan was casting the spell so I could drag her back out once she shriveled up into a little Jordan raisin.
Nice to see you too.
Well, it's been done, I guess.
Meanwhile, Buster, you teleported back home. The kids get excited and run all over you and freak out. And Ira asks about the rest of the group. Is everybody okay? What's going on? You get swarmed by the other people that live in the house, basically. But you, fairly determined, are going to run downstairs and go find Filbert. But when you get downstairs, you can see sitting at the bar is a little gnome with a big, like, really broad-brimmed hat with a plume, like a giant feather of some sort of bird that you've never seen before, brightly colored, sitting next to him. He has one of the love potions sitting there in the glittering, sparkling light that the little floating globules that light the place. And he's shuffling a deck of cards. And he looks up at Buster and smiles like he recognizes you, and motions for you to come to him.
Okay, well, but I'm in a hurry. What do you want?
He smiles at you and goes, "Shenanigans, McBlundercuff. It's a pleasure to meet you, friend. Have a seat. I'm going to read your fortune."
How
One
long
card.
is this gonna take? He sits
And
on
he
a
shuffles
stool.
this like plain, like worn-looking deck of black cards. The edges of them all frayed and worn out.
I'll take the one in the middle. Whatever.
So you pull the card out and lay it down in front of him, and it's a picture that looks a decent bit like Layla. It's like a beautiful woman sort of laid on her side, but like spiraling, almost like yin and yang, facing away from her, like opposite, as if they're sort of dancing together, but turned like what's the fish star sign?
Pisces.
Pisces. It's the two fish, right?
Mhm.
Okay, kind of looks like that,
Yeah.
but it's a beautiful woman, and then a giant, like, hulking bestial wolf sort of spinning together, and the little gnome goes, "Oh, well, that's the lovers, but you drew it inverted. It's upside down. So instead of being about spouse or love, this is a card about reunion, about getting back together."
Oh, cool. That's what I want to do.
And he goes, that's good. I'm glad you wanted that." He puts the card back in there and he goes, "But sometimes, something I learned from the guy who gave me these cards," and he taps the deck, "is sometimes you gotta give fate a little push." And he points at the door behind you. And
His name
Filbert
is
walks in
Fate.
the door when you look. You look over at the door, and the door swings open. There's the little bell, and you see Filbert's cloak and hat begin to drift off of him as he begins looking around the room. And when you look back to where the little gnome was sitting, there's just a little poof of purple smoke.
How did you?
What?
And that's probably where we'll stop for the night.
Just leave Rachel on a cliffhanger.
No.
And
Layla's still in her hot tub. She's still like... She's got this great plan. Can I make a sleight of hand check?
To masturbate in the hot tub without anybody seeing? Is that your plan?
No.
That's where we're stopping. You can make checks
Yeah.
next week
Yeah,
or
maybe a little
Saturday.
bit. Maybe a little bit in the hot tub. I don't know.
Holy shit.
That's how you get a UTI.
Don't do it, Layla.
Probably. It's magic hot tub though.
Magic UTI.
Magic UTI.
Yeah, I know Joyden has something they have to do at 7:30 anyway, so that's a good place to call it, and we will figure out what the fuck happened with the dragon's back asleep. The orb. Oh, I forgot to say the orb. Like almost like shuts down, like the light peels away, and it's just a big domed piece of stone that the thing is now asleep on, with Elvish and Dwarvish runes carved all in it. But he is asleep. And Filbert is apparently looking for. Well, they're in the severed head, so.
Shit.
And all passionate on you guys. Interesting.
So do we still have to destroy this stone, or is it just powered off?
I think it's on right now.
We'll find out next. I'm not answering any more questions.
Okay.
Love you guys. Bye.
Night.
Love you. Bye.
Good night.
Wait,
Oh,
what do you
shit.
think?